All right, we live. We live. We live.
All right.
Good evening, Mo says. I'm trying to see like why that shit's not up.
We're live?
Yeah, we live.
All right.
We live.
Well, let's go.
Let's go. Hold on. Let's give me 1 second. Bring the front. Put this down there, and then.
Good evening, guys.
There
Good
you go, Mo.
good evening. Good
Need
evening.
to take some initiative.
All right. Whoa. Whoa.
Welcome to the Play Myself Show. I'm Miles.
And I'm Mo.
And we got a good show for y'all today. My mic is. Apologize for my mic in advance.
His mic sounds fine.
It sounds fine to Mo, but
Sounds fine.
I'm about to do like a last minute switch type thing. That's who I am, bro. Because it sound good to me.
Oh my God.
Do it live.
Well, all right. So Miles, wait, are you switching your mic? Please don't tell me you're switching your mic. You are?
I switched my mic. We're good.
Okay, you switched it. You switched it up?
It's better now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got the same mic. Yeah.
All right. So Miles, how was your week?
My week was pretty cool, man. I got unemployment today.
There you go.
Finished that.
There you go. You got to hit the clapper. Got that
that knocked out.
Clap.
Got that knocked out. Oh, my plug that plug.
Hey.
Got that knocked out.
There we go.
Then I met with Drew today. That was pretty interesting. Time smoked out with Drew, and then we talked about like podcasting here, and he had some pretty good news for us. So hopefully, like working with him is in our future.
Okay. What's the news?
Now I don't know if we can talk about it.
Oh, got you.
You know, but we're not gonna do that right now. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, just tried to like watch some movies, do like just like retired motherfucker shit, and shit was cool. Like, oh, I actually went to a cool birthday party. My boy Maddox, my homegirl Michelle's son. It was cool as hell.
Shout out to Maddox.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
He had a party, and like him and Max, like at first like they don't see eye to eye, but then they become the best of friends. It's like some mad little kid shit. It's dope though. So yeah.
Okay.
So I was gonna remind everybody, any questions for the show, just hit us with a Q colon, because then we can filter the questions with the Q colon in the chat. So we appreciate that. So before we talk heavy, man, any other house rules that you might want to talk about as far as like the show and where it is, where it can go, and ga.
I mean, I don't have any real house rules. But I do have a lot of questions. We have an exciting show. I feel like it's exciting. We have a lot of questions that are really geared towards our listeners. So definitely today is all about you guys. As it always is, but like I especially made sure that I wanted to ask questions that were geared towards you guys. But my week.
Yeah, your week.
My week. I'm going to talk about my last couple of weeks. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I've recently, myself and Brooke have recently started to take on bowling. And like the first time that I went bowling after, like it was an idea that me and her just go out bowling for a date night. And from there, we both like really, really liked it, to the point where I went out and bought my own bowling ball. Brooke bought her own bowling ball. We both got shoes.
Oh, it was all in.
Yeah, all in, really. Because once you start getting older, you have to start finding activities to do.
Bowling is your activity.
Yeah, exactly. So
I get it.
So like you just get tired of doing the same old like dates and going out to restaurants, things like that. So we really got into that, and it's just exciting. It's fun, right. And it's relatively cheap when you have your own stuff too. So
who's the better bowler?
Out of me and Brooke?
Yeah.
I would probably say that I'm a better bowler. However, Brooke's not that far behind.
So score wise.
Usually I'm averaging right now about maybe 130, 140.
That's respectable.
And Brooke might be averaging like 110, 120 because once she starts getting going, especially once she gets her bowling ball, I think it's over. I think I'm gonna have a run for my money.
So
So
what's your best game though?
my best game was like 187.
Mm, that's respectable.
Yeah,
I guess.
so it was like 187.
Right.
And I think Brooke's best game was like 163 or something like that. It was high up there too. Because one game I remember it was the one game that she like started to shine. Like she beat me by like at least I think I had like 130 and she had like 163, and she just annihilated me that game.
Oh shit. Cause like it's really about like the home stretch, right? Like how you end it more than how you start it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can
Competitive
definitely
bowling,
get
yeah.
you can definitely get a head start. If you get a head start when you get a couple of strikes, then it makes the game a little bit easier. But if you start making like these little mistakes,
Huh?
during the game, then they
Yep.
can catch up.
Okay.
Yep. So, all right, let's see. I just want to go into the comments real quick before we get into.
Yes.
So it says, oh, James said that he wants to. Big shout out to James. James just got a new. He got a new job. So big shout out to him.
Oh, what's James doing?
I don't know what his position is, but it's still within the same company.
Okay.
But he got a new job, and big shout out to him because he deserves it.
Yeah.
And so I wish him luck. I know that he's not going to need it. He's a smart guy. So, but let's see. This is anytime James. Okay, so it looks like they're talking amongst each other.
So yeah, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna put a Q colon in the chat.
Okay.
So if there's a question, like they'll do it.
Oh, so he said he's a QAT analyst.
Oh, whatever that means, James. But I know it's important.
It is important. We need those. They're the testers. They test the systems and everything.
Right.
Yeah. So what you got for us, Miles?
So I had a question, right?
Okay.
It was like, all right, can we all agree that there is a thing as convenient friends?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, all right, if you're a girl, a female, right, and you like you don't really a dude likes you, but like he got a garage and he gives you free oil changes, like you never gonna give him no time of day, but like you also know that he likes you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, so like, and he kind of knows he's not gonna have the time of day, but he still does things. But it's like more on convenience. So it's like, all right, oh, no charge. You know me, Mary. No charge, no charge, no charge. So I'm like, yo, out of the genders, like, who takes advantage of that shit the most?
I think women do, without question.
Yeah, because I would say that like a dude, he do some shit like he gonna stay on your couch for 6 months. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
They shit.
Yeah, but you know what? I would still say women. Women, they'll take advantage of it more than guys would. In my opinion, in my experience. And maybe it's just because I'm a guy, but like if a guy owns his own garage, right? Like the example you said, if a guy owns his own garage and he's a mechanic, and she knows this dude likes her, right? Then she's gonna know that at any time of day she could just call him and say, "Oh, there's something wrong with my car." Even if she knows that there's something, she knows what that is. She's gonna say, "Oh, well, I don't know what's wrong with it." Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like, how does it like when it plays out? Like, is it like, all right? So when you were thinking your original thought, like, what did you think? Like, did you think about those convenient like ways that women just get stuff, and it's like, oh, that's my friend. It's like, nah, he your friend because he don't got no game. Like he's trying to work his way in, but he's like bedazzling you with favors. But I know what it is.
He's a specialist, and that's the point that I was going to get to, is that things like being an auto mechanic or somebody who owns a moving company, somebody who actually just has a flatbed truck, you know, whatever the case is, they're specialists and that they know that that person is going to need them. They may have a tow truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at that point, they know that that person can call them at the drop of a dime. And especially if she's a good looking girl, he might feel a certain way about her, you know,
Right.
but she's not gonna, you know, a lot of women, they're not gonna like hook up with these guys or anything like that, but they just know
Right.
that that's just their friend. And they'll use these friends until something is said, right? And he's like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to be, you know, I wanted to see if I could take you out to dinner, you know, and then it's like, oh, well, I got this going on, so I can't, or I got this going on, I
Right. As soon
can't.
as you try to bring it to the next level.
Yeah. And they're not with it because they don't see you like that.
Right. But I think that's like a lot of that is most of the guys' fault, right? Is because like, yo, like you letting it get there. You see what I'm saying? Like you're letting it get like honestly, like the direct approach works the best.
It
Even
does.
at first, even in the onset, it works the best, right? But I see what you're saying. Like, yo, like if I know how to do something, I'll give anybody like you know, like a discount or something. But then it's like there is the time where a dude to just let that progress.
So, so Brooks said that men and women both take advantage of people who they know want more when they have something the other needs or wants, and then she said it's not the guy's fault if he is being led on. Um, the real question is who does it more?
Yeah, that's the
You know,
question.
that's the real
That's the actual
question.
question. Yeah.
And the answer is women take advantage of it more.
Yeah.
That's my answer. I think that women take advantage of that more because other than staying on your couch or oh this person has a tax return that's coming in, so you know I'm going to hang out with them a little bit more. What
Right.
else is there? You know, how can he take advantage?
It's just I think it's just that like as a dude, it's like yo, just that like yo, I'm gonna hang out here longer and shit like that. It could be leading. It could you could lead. It could be kind of like misleading.
With men, I think it's more financial or something. You know what I mean? It's more a financial thing. With
Mm.
women, I think it's more of a service. You know, it's more of a hey, this person can tow my car, this person can do this person, you know, this person can work on my car.
Just a number in the phone.
Right. And
But
so go ahead.
in instances like uh, a girl will tell you, yo, this I know this dude like so it's not what it thinks,
Hmm.
not how it looks, but like yo, he about to get this car towed.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. No, that's
I don't
true.
know. So Miss Mimi asked a question, Miles and Mo, have you noticed any time of being led on by a lady? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, in early stages, Miss Mimi, in early stages of it, it's just almost like yo, like not knowing how to tell a girl you like it. It's like it's yo, this is dope. It's like this. How many times where you I ask you, Mimi, it's like yo, have you have a dude built the courage to talk to you, but you know and he knows that y'all always had chemistry, and y'all just fucked that time up because y'all should have been one of y'all should have been shot to shot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just that, and like sometimes, and that could be like you know like that whole love at first sight thing where you think that okay, he's shooting his shot is gonna come. I don't really like him because you in denial at first, and then he just wipe you off your feet. I guess you know what I mean. Like it happens like
Yeah.
that because it is hard. Like you might meet somebody that you know y'all clicking, they in a relationship. What do you do? And like you definite in your heart, like yo, she the one, he the one. What you do? You fall back, or you just stayed in the friend zone until you got to attack. Hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Zen Miles.
yeah. Who knows? You know what I mean? So
Nah, I know.
okay.
It's just like,
Okay.
yo, Ant's not here, but I remember, I'll tell you a quick Ant's story. Dirty Mac and shit. So, yeah, I was talking to this girl one time, right? And then Ant was like, yo, she's too pretty not to have a man. So Ant was like, yo, send flowers to the job. I'm going to find out his name, send it in his name, just so you can spark the conversation in their house.
Mm-hmm.
Then attack. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty brilliant. So I did it almost. I didn't do it like that because I don't know. It was like something that helped me,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So,
So
what say you, Mo?
so as far as women leading me on, I think the more that because I online dated for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So the more that I online dated, the easier it became to start to recognize those things. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like when I would go on an online date,
Yeah.
like I would pay for dinner and I would do all these things, and it wasn't really me expecting anything, but a lot of times it was like I would start to notice, like I would always pick up the check, or
Yeah, but that's
I
what
would
you're supposed to
always
do as a man at first. I think on the first.
I would always pick up the check,
Mm-hmm.
right? And a lot of times, like I would be the one that, like, if I had to, like, once we got to know each other, I'd be the one to pick her up. You know what I mean? Which it's fine, but as soon as she had to do something, then it became like oh, well, I can't do anything tonight, or I can't do this or that or whatever.
Right. Oh, so like I'm about to cook you dinner. Oh, it was supposed to be Friday, but this happened. Type. Always
Yeah,
a kid thing.
always something, and so at the end of the day, sometimes, like I said in one of our earlier podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
um there are a lot of women that will use men, and this is in my case, a lot of women that would use me because they didn't want to be alone on a Friday night.
Mm.
They wanted to be able to go out to the fancy dinners and
Right.
do, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So
Right. Yep.
I've noticed it before. All right.
Yeah. You got something, or you want we want to bring us somewhere else?
Oh, did you want some questions?
Nah, ain't no real questions. Like, let's just go on with the joint because, like, again, I explained, like, yo, like, we trying to get this to like more like the DSPs and like YouTube is a bonus. You know what I mean? Like, we got our cult following now, which is cool, but like to bring it to the world, it's like the DSPs are important. That's the most important thing. It's like more of a listen thing than the YouTube thing. The YouTube thing just got me because like when I met Scott, I was like, yo, I know I could do that, and it was like, you know what I mean. But like the whole purpose of this is just like a real conversation, and that's what how
It is a real conversation, but sometimes those conversations come with questions.
right. So if anybody has a question, my fault, they gonna put Q colon in the chat.
Right, but I have questions for
All right, so you can do
everyone.
that. But like,
Yeah.
so like, so how I have the chat set up, it's like, yo, if a question with Q colon comes in, right, it automatically comes up,
Mhm.
right. So Mimi was the only person that do like the Q colon so far, and that's why I put it up.
Got you. All right. So,
Sorry, boss.
all right. So, why do women and this is one of the questions that I had, why is it that women lie about their age?
Honestly, I think, well, this is Miles, right? Honestly think that is based on insecurity. Just like why a guy might lie about his weight. You know what I mean? Why a guy might lie about what he does for a living. It's all about like it's based on insecurities.
Really?
So
Just because they're insecure about their age, they lie about it because they're going to be more attractive as a younger person, because you notice they don't lie about their age and say that they're older. They always say they're younger.
depending on who you're talking to. Right?
Okay.
So if you're trying to get with a young girl, you might tell her you 35 and you 38. It's ridiculous.
But I think that we can both agree that most people will lie about being younger than to lie about being older.
I mean, in our age demographic, yeah, but I mean, when I was younger, I used to lie about being older all the time.
Okay, but in most cases,
In our age demographic, yes, I agree with you. In
oh,
most, and when it comes to in as far as like the vast majority, nah, I think that a lot of it goes both ways. I think it's equal.
I don't think it goes both ways, because I mean, when okay, you lied about your age when you were what, like 16, 17 years old?
17, saying I'm 21.
Okay. So
18, saying
at
I'm
what
22.
age did you stop lying about your age?
My nuts drop.
Stop.
I don't know. Like I feel like when
Just give me an age.
so when you talk about like
Get,
I don't know. So right,
okay.
and I know we have a question, Mimi. I see you, but I'll tell you this: as the world start opening up, as far as like what people can do, what people can say, and it was like it's okay to date an older woman, it's okay to date a younger woman type thing. You become more free. I think that like I use that with like government, right? It's like anything you make illegal, like they about to make Newports illegal. all you're doing is creating a black market.
Okay.
For it. So when you it's like when you start a lie, it's gonna have to be fueled by a lie.
So the way that I look at it is like this, right? I was lying about my age when I was like, I'll even go as far as when I was 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
So between 14 and maybe 21, I was lying about my age, because once I hit 21, there's no reason to lie about your age. All right.
That's true too. Yeah.
So
I agree.
So then you have another gap where, let's say between the age of 20, 28 and like in your 50s, people will lie about their age. And that's what I'm saying. More people will lie and say that they're younger than they lie and say that they're older. Because once you hit like 21, 22, I'll even go 23, there's no reason to lie about your age.
I feel like that's dangerous to me. Like, because like I look young, people say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I couldn't imagine telling like a female I'm 24 or something like that. Like I feel like that's too misleading. And even like if a girl told me she was 24, I think that's a chop for me, because like I don't feel like that conversation is like for me of like a 24-year-old woman.
But the fact of the matter is that more people lie about when they're younger than when that say that they're older. It's not even.
All right, I think it is, but especially if you don't have the facts to back it up, sir.
So, all right. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's just an opinion. I'm not. Saying,
all right, so I'm not. When you say it's not even, I'm like, okay.
No,
so
I feel that it's not even. I feel that.
It is.
I feel that it's not. But
so we have a question from Mimi, right? She goes, "Why do exes automatically get a bad rep?" And that's a dope question, Mimi. And I'll tell you Miles' answer, right? And the answer is pillow talking, right? So like, if you talking to a dude, if you with a dude, and y'all break up, and he go to the next chick, his only confidence booster for her is to put you in the doghouse, right? If he's a lesser man, but instead of like when he goes, "Oh, this is the best lasagna I ever had," and she goes, "Better than your mama, better than your ex," everything like that sparks a conversation, and I personally feel like females validate information, so like that same information can come back around at you, and you get respect. Like, so if you want somebody to like respect your wife, like, so if you would do that, cheat on your girl, right? And you want somebody to respect your woman, don't do that, because you're putting that out there. So it's the same thing about an ex. If you respect your ex and it's like, yo, y'all just broke up because the chemistry wasn't there, yo, leave it like that. But like, I don't gotta put you in the doghouse to have a good fucking next relationship. And I think that's why. Me personally, Miles.
So the question was, why do exes get a bad rep?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use your lasagna example, okay, and then the people in the comments can take it how they like to take it. So when you are with somebody, and let's say Melissa makes lasagna for them, all right, she makes it like once a week. Now she breaks up with them, and somebody else comes in. Now, if the ex is still kind of in the picture, he already had the lasagna. He already had it. So that's why they get such a bad rap, is because a lot of times you're not supposed to, like, he already had it. You feel me? Like he already had the lasagna. He's not supposed to be there anymore. You guys broke up. I don't agree. I don't agree with it. But no, go ahead. I know you have something to say, but I don't necessarily agree with it. But
I just think that, like, why bring a defenseless person up? Like, I just did that to Ant, right? You would say you just did that to Ant, but I just did that to Ant because it's an ongoing joke. Right?
Okay.
And he knows, so he's good with it. I know, but I'm not. Your ex could be like you couldn't have had it. It could have been a time where you didn't have, like, your ex. The cooking could not have been her strong point.
Okay.
And then so as you judge, he's like, "Oh, I love you. You like you always cook and wash the dishes." Now you put in the new girl's head that like, yo, okay, like you're the perfect woman, but it's like nobody's perfect, right? We all have lack. So you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like it's a balance. It's a scale with that.
So, all right. So it says, James says no accountability, and that's a red flag. If someone says they made no mistakes and it's all on the other person.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a red flag. But at that time, usually when that happens, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you on red already, like it's like pointing fingers. That's like some kid shit.
Yeah, I mean, I never get like when it comes to exes, and I mean, I've said it multiple times. I never get jealous. I can care less
Yeah.
if there's an ex in the picture. You know, as
In the
long
picture,
as
it depends on how the picture go.
no, I mean, well, obviously, but what I'm saying is as long as they're, and this was going to my next point, as long as they're being respectful and like, let's say that Brooke had an ex, that they were friends, they became friends afterwards.
Right.
As long as he's respectful
To y'all shit.
to, well, yeah, but to her,
Okay.
you know what I mean? As long as he's respectful to her and she's comfortable around that person,
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to ask any questions. I'm never gonna really I'm never gonna stop her from hanging out with her friends because that's what that person is a friend. And I think that a lot of times people will see like an ex or just a friend that is the opposite gender and they automatically go towards, oh, that person's gonna cheat. And that's not always the case, you know. And when you're in a relationship, you need to have trust for that person. And I always hear, I don't. It's not you. It's the other person,
Yeah.
you know. And I think that's a cop out. I think that you know you don't have to trust the other person. Like I don't have to trust the other person with Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can always say, hey, I think this guy's a dog, but I respect her enough where if she's comfortable, then I'm like, okay, you know, nothing's gonna happen. Now, if he does something to violate that, then now I gotta put my hands on him, or now I gotta, you know what I mean? Or not even put my hands on him, just like now I have to defend her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like violating is like short as him, as short as him putting his hand, short of him putting his hands on her. Like wherever it goes to get to that level, it's like yo, time spent. Like yo, yeah, every time y'all meet, it should be like to take care of something. But like all of that, yo, we gotta hang out type shit. That's like where you gotta set boundaries. So it's like if you don't have those boundaries in place, why like you kind of like don't have the right to get mad like because you want me to be a fortune teller.
What do you mean?
So like all right, and we kind of talked about it earlier. I was telling you I was listening to Joe Buttons and it was like yo his say if a if you had a girl and y'all had a kid and you were in her bed fully clothed
Mm-hmm.
watching a movie with your son and she took a picture like daddy time, you're fully clothed, did she violate you?
Violation.
See,
Wait,
I don't think so.
violation. Yeah.
I don't think so.
And the reason why I feel like it's a violation is because um if a guy took a picture,
Right.
right? And
In
and
his bed.
this happens a lot. If she's fully clothed,
Right.
right? But she might have her hair wrapped up or she might have, you know, she might not be in her cute outfit. She's normal,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
Then she might get mad because she wasn't looking cute in that picture and you posted it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if you posted a picture, she can get mad. And that's why I'm saying it could be a violation because she never asked him if she could post that picture either.
I feel like I hear you. My shit goes lower. Oh yeah, I hear you, bro. But I don't. Hmm. Again, I'll just bring it back to this. It's a boundary thing, right? So it's like, yo, if you, who are you, who is she violating? Who are you violating? Because to me, my center, my focus and center is always like the person I'm in a relationship with now. So you and I have a professional relationship, like we do the show together. So like my goal right now is to like respect you and work good,
Right.
right? But it's like, yo, if you walked off the show right now, if I walked off the show right now, yo, like one of us would feel violated, and it's like, yo, bro, like, why didn't like I talk about never walking off the show with you? You know what I mean? Like, but like if you did it and like that was an emotion, I can't charge you the same buckets I charge you for not understanding that because you didn't know how much that I felt that violated me.
I mean, if it's the first time that it's done and then you talk about it, then that's one thing. You
Right.
know what I mean? Um, but like going back to, and I'm always referencing old shows, but
Yeah, yeah.
going back to um when don't tell me not to do something that you've already done to me.
That's a hypocrite. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
if you get mad because I posted a picture where you weren't looking cute or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then don't, you know, you can't expect me not to get mad that you took a picture of me normal in bed with my kid without asking.
But it's not like I just think that like that could be reactionary, right? Like to me, it's like okay, if you know like you outside and like somebody might see that and whatever, but it's like yo, bro, like that's my kid.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, like that's what it is. Like I'm here for my kid. If I take a picture and then my baby mother takes it or whatever, or my kid's mom takes it, like and it's in her bed, like I got all my clothes on. Like why you stalky?
But it could be a violation because you didn't want your picture taken. Point
I'm.
blank period.
I mean,
Point
yeah, no,
and
no, you're right.
you know, taking a picture and posting it is what I'm saying. You can take the picture and not post it, and that's not an issue. I'm just talking social media. Like you know,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I'm
What I'm
solely
saying.
talking about social
So what
media.
I'm saying is like, yo, so that can't happen by like. So you think that things like that are intentional all the time?
It's never intentional.
Okay, okay.
You know,
That's what I was trying to
but
say.
in the same sense, it's like don't do onto others that you don't want to be done to you.
I get that. Yeah, I
You
get
know,
that.
that's my whole point, and that's why I said it could be a violation.
Right.
Depending on the person. Like me, like I may not get mad about certain things. The only thing that I get mad about when it comes to posting is posting too much. That's my only
Right.
issue. I don't like to post a whole bunch of shit.
Right.
But okay, so let's see. Did anyone
Yeah,
else say anything about
no, I think I
that?
killed that question though. Go on.
All
Next
right.
question.
So all right, so ladies,
Ladies.
ladies, what what's the first thing that women notice about a man? And Miles, what do you think the first thing is that women notice about a man?
Confidence.
Confidence?
Yeah, I think so. I think is I think women are more in tune when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to like I think a woman knows a man especially on the onset most times better than he knows himself,
Okay.
especially if like it clicked like that. So like if your woman is not like boosting you or like leveling you up, that's where a man loses interest.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that
And I have to agree.
a woman notices a dude's confidence and his the way like whenever you talk about like I think because people in here like there's a lot of people in here like Brooke said like smile things like that, yeah, like that could be an attention grabber, but I think that uh women love a dude's personality, especially when it comes to confidence, and that's the draw.
So is it personality or is it confidence?
Well, I
Or
think
does that work hand in hand?
I think it works hand in hand, and
Okay.
that's why like a dude could wear like a dude could like you could like literally meet a girl that she goes like I would never date you. I would never anything to you with you or whatever. And like you could just wear her down based on you just a good dude.
Okay. I mean, I agree I agree with everything that you just said. Um I will point out that um I think that women, depending on what's going on, I think that the what attracts women to a guy and what they notice about them is how they interact with people. So that goes along with the personality.
Right.
How people react to them,
Hmm.
you know, and that goes along with confidence,
Right. Because
you know.
I think most women are introverted.
Like,
And then when you meet that extroverted dude for that balance, it helps.
but in my opinion, I think that and this is just my opinion, the sexiest thing to a woman is how a man reacts to, or how he feels about his family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like how he interacts with his family, and how if he has a creed, that he lives by, if he has something that he
like values.
Exactly, values.
See, I got my values.
Yeah. But those are the things that attract, I think, women to guys too, is how they, like, even like a single father in a that's at a park, and how he reacts to his son or his daughter. Why do you think they have those videos of the daddy daughter dance, and they're like, oh, that's so cute? Because for them, it's a beautiful thing. So, but what does everybody else think? I know that there's probably people saying stuff in the comments.
Yeah, they saying different things. I mean, but they're not. Like I said, the chat is in its own world. Like they doing their whole thing. So I mean, we could get back to it if y'all have that. Q colon it. Shoot us next, man.
All right. So, what is the most important quality that women look for in a man?
Shit, yeah, I think it's hand in hand. I'm gonna say confidence.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna say confidence, but I could also say like desire. Like like a man with a dream. It's like like my man doesn't want to stay here. He has plans. I feel like a lot of people in the world like they don't have plans. So like like they work, and it's like like my job is gonna end. My life is gonna end either driving to or driving from this motherfucker. And it's like, nah, you know what I mean? Like it's like if somebody told you you could live to 100, you just have to work till you 80.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather live till I'm 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like like is that the end? And I think that when you get to that like these interesting ages, it's like okay, good job, but that's all this motherfucker care about is his job. Do I want that? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
and that's why like even when you look in it, this is a dangerous thing I'm about to say, but like even when you look at like you say like the wage gaps, right, between the sexes. It's like, all right, if a woman goes, and this is like, and people can say it's not fair. This is what I think. Like, if you're climbing the corporate ladder and you have a kid and you do like, okay, I want to like stay home with my kid for 3 years, you can't expect to go back to that same position. Is it fair? Because you just bear the child. I don't know. But it's like, if it was my company and not like somebody else's company, I'd probably be like, nah. But you can't. I'm like, can we do 6 months? Like, can we just do like what everybody else does? But like, you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna take the regular thing, then take some leave, but I'm gonna compete for this high level job when I come back in 3 years. Nah, you need some reps. But then when they say, okay, in the corporate ladder, like you're gonna have more men here and less women, but it's like, like people taking time off. You never know like what that whole thing is like, especially like as an owner of a company from an empathy standpoint.
Okay.
Miss Mimi said, I seem very different tonight. Yeah. Hi. I'm like, yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think that the most we're talking about the important quality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because you went on a
no, but it's one and the same though. Like
yeah,
yeah, I know this. So yeah, it's one and the same. Though. Go ahead.
I think that the quality that women see in men is again confidence, personality. It is. And this is probably the first show where we actually are agreeing on more than we're disagreeing on.
Yeah.
But
here's the funny thing people don't get about me, right? I understand how to have a conversation, right? So I'll give you what you want to hear, and I'll turn it around to like what I think. But like I'm always on my square, I think, right? So everything I say or ever said, it aligns. It's just that in the topic and the way it is, depending on who's asking it, because the argument is different. You see what I'm saying? So like if it's a debate, it's a little different. So you say, I'm like, all right, Magic was the best Laker. and you say Kobe was the best Laker. Now, if I know I got more fuel than you, it's over for you.
I don't know if it's over.
It's over.
I don't know if it's
over.
I don't know if it's over.
I'm telling you, big dog.
No, I'm telling you too. It's not,
It's over. But if you ask me a general question, I'll knock them shits out the park all the time because I'm really a good dude. You know what I mean? I'm really a fucking fantastic person, I think.
Well, there you go. There you go.
I mean, no, because Mimi's like,
I'm really a fantastic person.
No, because Mimi's like, she's like, yo, Miles, you seem different today. I'm like, nah. It's like, yo, everybody who knows me, like Mo knows me, so it's like, it's not that I'm different. It's just that, like, he knows like the questions that's gonna make me like. And I don't know if he thought that I was gonna do that tonight, but if it's so direct, no, I'm the perfect gentleman. Always.
So,
thanks for that. That's for that.
Let's go on to the next question.
Thanks for that. Stolen from Mo. Stolen from Mo.
You didn't steal shit.
No, I'm stalling.
Oh, stalling.
Because you're reading. I'm waiting for you to read the next question.
You're an asshole. All right. So, what do you?
I'm gonna heat us up.
What do you? What do you think?
Oh shit! Go ahead.
What do you think the main difference is between a man and a woman?
Dick and pussy. What say you, Mo? I mean, if you want to say the main, shit is right there.
I mean,
see what I'm saying,
personality wise.
You see what I'm saying? I spotted the hole in Mo's question and I made a joke. I get it.
Wow, that was really funny. I didn't even get to finish my. No, I didn't get to even finish my question because you interrupted me. So no, I didn't get to finish my question. You just jumped in.
All right.
So
sorry, Mo.
So it's personality wise. What's the difference between men and women?
Communication skills.
Okay.
Come on, I could do this.
Can you elaborate?
So men are not as willing as women to communicate on mutual ground, right? So it's always like men is like home court advantage. Like we're gonna talk when I'm comfortable. I'm in the house. I might have a little crowd or it's whatever. It's my gym, my backyard. Women, it's like yo, we get to do this anytime because I'm up for a 3-hour talk. Dudes is like, God damn, like let's just shut the fuck up.
Yo, hit the clapper button. Hit the clapper button. Yo.
So yeah. But that's the shit. And then women's inventory of fuck shit that you did, it's live. It's always live. So it's just like a mental journal. Dudes will forget about some shit. It's like, oh shit. You cared about that? Why you didn't say nothing then? Like, I was waiting. Fuck that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So Brooke said men are more in the here and now, and women tend to be more thinkers and planners, yin and yang. I disagree with that. Yeah. So it depends on the person when it comes to planning, and you know, I mean. I guess it could go that way, but it really depends on the person. I would say the difference mentally between men and women is that men are more rational and women are more emotional.
Hold on, Miss Mimi just said some crazy shit, and see, now Miss Mimi, you're gonna turn me back into the old me. So Miss Mimi says. Sex and mentality. So we need you to elaborate on that first, Miss Mimi.
She said, "Don't come for me."
Don't come.
Oh
don't
God!
Come. No,
wait, but anyways, listen. Let me listen. You stop that for that. Stop. No, yeah, stop that. So I think that men are more rational, and women are more emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like. And it goes back to what you're saying.
Nah, I'm not Mo. I can't give you that, but you make your point. I just gotta remember that.
Okay, so I think that when it comes to like men are more they want to fix the problem. You know, whereas a lot of women have the emotions behind the issues. You get what I'm
So you
saying?
say that men are more men are more rational and women are more emotional?
I think so.
So this is what I always do, like to kind of keep me in my square, right? I always look at like the opposite of a word, and then I see if I can associate that to the other side. So when you say like in this, it kind of works perfect for you in one of these ways, right? So when you say, okay, men are more rational, it's like, yo, you saying like women are irrational. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's not that they're irrational. It's
Right.
just
But
that
so
when you,
that's the exercise I'd say I do it myself. So I'm saying like when you say
but I never, but no, you're putting words in my mouth.
no,
I
I'm
never
not
said,
saying
I
that
never,
you say it. I'm not
okay.
saying that you say it. I'm saying like whenever somebody gives me like a question like that. So if you say, all right, men are more rational, I say, okay, what's the opposite of rational? And then the opposite of rational
Irrational.
too is irrational. So I say, okay, so if I'm more rational, that means she has to be irrational.
No, it's not.
She has to be more irrational. Yes.
No, it just means that men are more rational than women are.
Okay, so if I'm more rational,
Would you wait? Okay, would you say that you're an emotional person?
very,
Okay,
very, I'm sensitive.
I
I'm
you,
sensitive, son. I am, son. Ask anybody that knows me. I'm sensitive. Son. I
but
take
you never
shit.
let anything bother you.
I take shit personal, little shit. Like, yo, for example, like Minority Plus One podcast, right? Yo, I listened to their show, and then they was like, "Yo, you see how, yo, we got their views up, their view counts up crazy, yo, because we was on there." I was like, "Damn, like that's some kind of fucked up shit to say," but
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But like, I took that shit mad personal at first. I had to put it to people like, "Yo, this," so like, I thought we was cool, like he blowing us up like that. But I love the energy, so I turn a negative to a positive, like in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, what I say, everything that you speak about to when it comes to somebody, and you say I'm more, I like to keep me even. I like to look at the opposite, and I say, okay, if it was the other way around, could I use this? It doesn't have to be the
But
fact.
but you know what?
Right?
The thing is that like okay,
You get what I'm
that's
saying?
like
Though?
no. I get what you're saying, but that's like who's who's a better scorer, Michael Jordan um or DeMar DeRozan?
Subjective, bro.
But I mean, when you look at stats, you would more than likely say like
Nah, Jordan shoot more than the cops, but yeah, I would say I don't know.
Michael. You would okay. So who's a better shooter, Steph Curry or
Steph
Michael
Curry.
Jordan?
Steph Curry.
All right. So that's like me saying that Steph Curry is a better shooter than Michael Jordan. Doesn't mean that Michael Jordan can't shoot. It just means that he's a better shooter than him.
Right.
So when you say like when you start to say like you start to look at rational and irrational, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not that women aren't rational. It's that when it comes to rationality, I think that men are better rationally than women. They make better, they're better rationally than women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And women are just more emotional.
Okay.
But
So what I'm saying is you're using rational versus emotional, and they're not on the same scale. So what I'm saying is, as an exercise, what I do is to say, because like your same analogy you use with like who's a better shooter, right?
mhm.
Say, all right, I'm gonna count makes and you're gonna count misses. Your goal is to get the misses. My goal is to get the makes. We're gonna have different answers, of course, because the person that missed, you were clocking him. The person that made, I'm clocking him. So who's a better shooter? It depends. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, it depends on what you're looking at. So for myself, from an empathy standpoint, I'm like, okay, before I can say I'm more than somebody at this, could I use the analogy the opposite way and say, is this that? That's just how I do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like you asked me a question and I answered it as honestly as I could. Play myself show.
That's fine.
Play myself. Play myself.
Don't do that.
Play myself show.
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 So anyways, let's go on to the next question. I guess let's see. What's something that all women know to be true, but most men don't know to be true?
You ask
about men.
say it again.
What's something that all women know to be true about men, but most men don't know to be true about men? That's a mad hard question because I still
about men.
yeah, I was struggling with this question and I was wondering.
Like I feel like to me, I feel like most men have, like, I would say either abandonment issues or like they were super coddled. So it's like, yo, I could call my mother right now and be like, yo, ma, I need an apple pie tomorrow. That thing coming. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, it's like, yo, women have patience and they practice it way better than men. So like they seek to understand as more of a natural ability. And as a man, you learn that.
So do you have patience?
Yes, now I do. Because I seek to understand
Because
now.
I look at the patience and impatience.
Right.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. No. I'm just messing with you. No, I was just kidding.
So I feel like women understand how to wait things out better. Right. So in the military, I was like, yo, big shout out to Sergeant Major Morris. He would tell me like, yo, sometimes you just gotta wait him out. So we get a leader or whatever. He's like, yo, what you doing? You about to risk your shit? Cause I be ready to go all in. And then he's like, yo, you just gotta wait him out sometime. And it's like, yo, he learned that. And then he talked about like, yo, in his marriage, how he learned how to be good. And just to understand that, like, we're here, but like, it doesn't always have to be chaos.
Right.
So it's like, yo, it's mad that you said that. I heard a quote yesterday. It was like, chaos is the order of nature, and order is the order of man. So like, if you have any type of order in your life, or you have order in your life, you're not harping on the chaos. So you're not looking at the fire to go put gasoline or water on. You're just looking at it from a linear standpoint, like, yo, that needs to be fixed. Let's do it. Instead of, why did you do that? Now I gotta do it. And why did I do that? Now you gotta do it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the balance.
I definitely want to see if anybody else had any answers for this.
I think most men don't know that they are really just emotional as we are. I do know that, bro, 'cause I'm very emotional. It's just that we lead with emotions more and and are more comfortable with our emotions naturally. Yeah, and that's basically what I just said. But I feel like it is something that can be taught. But it's like, as a man, it's like, why do you have to be emotional if it doesn't call for it in your situation? Because if you look for protection, it's not like, yo, dude with a gun coming, I'm not gonna grab his gun and be like, if you want to shoot, shoot, because I know you lead with love. Even though my girlfriend is scared and she probably peed on herself, if you want to shoot, just shoot.
So the thing
stepped on my joke.
I'm sorry. Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That was funny.
I'm sorry, good brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'll go off of what Brooke said.
Mhm.
You know, that women lead with emotion, which okay. But let's say that a plane was going down.
It's okay.
All right.
Yes.
And everybody's panicking. Now, Brooke isn't going to be looking at me like she crying. She's not. If she looks at me and realizes that I'm crying too and I'm emotional too, then we both lost. If the burglar, why do you think when the burglar comes in, the guy gets up? He can't get up scared, crying. I'm not going to send Brooke after them. You know what I mean? And so I think that in those cases, women will look for answers rather than the emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there's a time to be emotional. And you know what? Yeah, she might be right. Men can be emotional, but we can't. In a lot of cases, we can't show it. We have to show that strength. We have to show that bravery, that courage.
Sometimes. And I think it's like, a lot of times it's like you said, like when it comes to like spare the moment, it's about that decision at that time. So like, you can show that you're scared, but it's like, yo, like now I got a plan of action. But y'all both can't be like, you go. No, you go.
What do you think? What do you think she's gonna do if she looks at me and she says, there's somebody in the house and I done wet my pants? You think she's gonna have respect for me after that? No.
That's why I told
No.
last week. I was like, yo, if your man gets jumped and you get a hit and he don't get no hit, and you can't you can't take no pussy after that, son. Like, yo, you gotta go home and do push-ups. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
So I can see that, but yo, you know, like what let's say which the example you just gave, you know what tradition sparks off that.
What?
So like if you sleep in the bed, like the man's supposed to sleep closest to the door,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is like that's where that comes from,
Okay.
because it's like so she can get back. I mean, we probably not as jiggy with that now, but that's where the traditions like that come from. Yeah, we got 2 minutes, guys. I'm trying to get this under an hour because
Yeah.
this is free, but the DSPs we got 6 hours.
Any last words, Miles?
Any last words, chat? Miles is good, man.
Miles is good.
Miles is good.
She said,
we're gonna start doing. I think that. No, go ahead. I'm not gonna say what we're gonna start doing. Go ahead though. Who's that?
So it looks like Brooke and James are going.
Yeah, that's up. Yo, bro, what did I tell you about the chat? So you gotta let the chat.
No, I'm just saying. I wanted to see what was going on.
Next week. I'm gonna make a graphic for the Q colon, because that's what it's all about. Like when the Q colon goes up there, like we know when they got a question for us, but like to me, like this is like our community just incubating. Like so, like they know who's gonna be here and they know what's gonna happen, and you know everybody's just planning on me to say something crazy or something stupid. But I feel like I had a pretty good show today.
Well, if everybody doesn't have my Facebook, you know, it's Mo Wells. If you guys have any comments about the show, definitely hit me up. It is Mo Wells. I you know, it's public, so
the show's always also public too.
Yeah, the Play Myself show. It's on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter. Do we have a Twitter yet?
We have a Twitter. I just got to talk more heavy on that.
Man. So definitely hit me up.
Brooke had a last minute comment.
Okay.
It's, if your woman if your woman does defend you or can fix your car, does it change the way you view her? That's my shit. Like I love that.
If she can, then that's great. She can fix her own car.
Dudes is on some bonus shit. Like anything, like to me, when it comes to relationships, my shit starts at 0 for expectations. Everything, I live in a bonus. Like I start doing life, like I'm always expecting the worst. So like I live in a bonus. If she could hook a steak up, she could change oil or whatever, fine. Thanks. You know what I mean? Like, because I just want to be hugged.
Corny ass. All right, well, thank you guys. You know,
what say you, Mo? That's your question too.
No, I agree. I mean, I would say, if your woman does defend you and can fix your car or whatever, that's great. That's more ups to her. You know what I mean? That's one less thing. I don't want to say that's one less thing that I have to do, but like that's traditionally something like that is something that a man does traditionally.
Yeah.
However, like I don't do things traditionally. I love to cook.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so with that, like, you know, if that's something that you're good at, I'm going to support it. If it's something that you like, then I'm going to support it. Just like how Brooke supports my cooking, I would support her changing the oil on a car or you know, whatever the case is, whatever her passion is, then I'd support it.
I think as a man, it gets kind of, and I don't know how women feel about this, right? So it's like, if you come home and you're like, God damn, car's not acting, I need an oil change, and you just like throw her the wrench, and she catches it, and she has to put her coat on and go outside because like you threw her the wrench. To me, that's different than her come home like, I'm hungry. The fuck, you made this leftovers again?
No, it's not different.
It's the same.
No,
it's the same.
It's not. I mean, if
see, she said some men get intimidated. It's like, yeah, but that's a man that's not comfortable.
She said some men get intimidated.
Yeah,
intimidated by what?
She's right, by a girl that can do manly things. But I'm like, nah, because you got to think about it. We in a time where like more fathers are around. So like, if you had a dad that was a mechanic, he going like I'm not gonna say mechanics aren't smart, but he gonna show you what he know.
I mean, you know what? We definitely. I'm definitely gonna write this down.
Yeah, we can
That
come back on it.
because I want to get back into some men get intimidated. I want to talk about that next week.
Right. We could do next week. We could do polls in the show. We do a poll.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. I definitely want to talk about that a little bit more. All right, but
to play us out.
All right. So thank you guys. We're on every Wednesday. It's Play Myself show with my man Miles and myself. We're glad that you were with us today, and we just hope that you keep watching. Thank you to everybody, and have a good one.
Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Thanks. Bye. I'm trying to find the thank you screen. All right, guys, just stay on until I put this on.
Always late.
Well, whatever.
You're putting your emotions.
I'm trying to find this.
You're getting emotional on me.
No, and it's so funny. I was gonna do like a double screenshot, whatever, but
damn.
I was a bunch of stuff I was about to do, but whatever. I can't find this joint.
All right, guys.
Nah, I gotta put this on no matter what, because this is where this is where we get our well, and I'll cut this if I have to. It's just like what I'm gonna do, regardless of what anybody says.
Where's the thank you screen at?
It's coming. Because I erased mad shit. Oh shit! All right, here it is. Nope, that can't be it. Nope. No, well, I can't find it. Fuck it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Just hard bye. Bye.